to September. Wait, I videoed last week, so it's already been September. Okay, let me say this officially. Welcome to fall. We have like today and tomorrow are supposed to be warm here, like 70s, almost 80s, and then we're supposed to get freaking chilly. So, yay! In fact, the trees in this area are changing like crazy already. Like, oh my gosh, there's a couple trees. Okay, that bug's on the outside of my window. There's a couple trees that they're like already fully changed. So I checked online this place. I was like, oh, come see all the colorful leaves. And as typical in Michigan, we're supposed to be past peak by the middle of October. So like by the time October is here, when everybody down south, their leaves are starting to change to get the pretty fall colors, we'll be done. And that's if we make it through October. There have been some years where we've reached peak at the beginning of October and then all the leaves are gone. Like, bye. Actually, my mom checked the forecast and we're supposed to get snow next month. So, yay! I feel like I'm the only one who gets excited that we have snow because I feel like if we have snow early in the fall, then we're going to have a white Christmas, and it also means there might be snow for my birthday. So for those of you who don't know, I am a February baby. I was born February 8th, and I was actually born during a snowstorm. And for some odd reason, I've always grown up believing that if I don't have snow on my birthday, then my entire year is just horrible. It's bad luck. I need to have snow on my birthday to have good luck throughout the year. So I've always wanted snow for my birthday. That's like Christmas and the entire month of December, and then my birthday, and that's what I want snow for. So I love snow. I love winter. It's just that after my birthday, I'm kind of ready for it to go away because winter can last so long in Michigan. There comes a certain point where it's like, God, my birthday came and went. You sent me snow. Can we get spring and summer now? So yeah. So hopefully I get lots of snow for Christmas and my birthday this year. It's kind of funny. Last year I asked for snow for my birthday, got a little bit, and then like the very next week, snow everywhere. And it's one of the reasons why I say God takes my prayers very literally, because I didn't specify that I wanted snow on February 8th. I just said I wanted snow. And it's like, do you have proof? Let's see. I went to a concert and I prayed very hard the days leading up to the concert because the forecast said it was going to rain. And I prayed very hard saying, God, please do not let it rain at the concert I'm going to, which was a Christian concert. It didn't rain. While I was at the concert, I went with a cousin, and my cousin hated the thing so much that we ended up leaving before the main act, which I think Mercy Me, came on stage. So we ended up leaving, and as soon as we left the grandstand, because it was at the fairgrounds, it started pouring. So yeah, I should have specified better. And like when I went to Mackinac Island in 2018, my mom was like, "Dear God, please don't let the bridge be shut down," because the bridge had been closed a couple times and we had to get to St. Ignace, which is on the other side of the bridge. My mom's like, "Please don't let it be snowing and icy when we get up to the bridge. Please let the bridge be open." The bridge was opened, except we ran into a small bit of a snowstorm by Gaylord and Grayling, and then we got up to the bridge and it was a high wind warning. So I'm like, Mom, we need to start being very, very specific in our prayers. And so that's why I say God takes my prayers very literally, because half the time I ask for something, I get it, but it's like, you didn't say it specifically. I'm like, ah! But yeah, so fall is here, if you cannot tell by the I don't know if you guys can even see it. It's so bright. The very minimal fall decor I have up. Last year I went a little hog wild crazy. I did a little bit more, and this year I'd like toned it down a little bit because I do Christmas bigger, and even this year I'm trying to tone it down a little bit. So as you can see, my room is somewhat clean. Ignore the table. I'm getting ready to do my Spanish lessons. I read through and reorganized my Star Wars bookcase because I've decided, instead of just arbitrarily collecting every Star Wars book that comes out, I am running out of space. I've decided to collect only the books that appear in the canon timeline. And these are the timelines are the, I'm talking about the timelines you see in the novels for Black Spire, The Last Jedi, Bloodline, the Aftermath series, those ones. So not the unadult novels. The unadult novels don't have a timeline, and they don't appear on the timeline. They're still canon, they're just not part of that timeline thing. So I'm looking for those novels. And I bought Black Spire the other day. I still need to get Alphabet Squad, which is out, which I'm going to get next week. I also need to get Dooku Jedi Lost, which is that really amazing audiobook that they released that apparently they are now releasing as a book because so many people want it. So that is a book I have to get. That's coming out October 1st, which is also the same day as Spider-Man Far From Home comes out. I'm still super bummed about Sony's whole hissy fit. I say I know Disney needs to blame, but I really am putting the lion's share on Sony because they're just acting like, oh, we've had the success. Well, we're going to ruin it for everybody. And it's not like they can just remove Spider-Man, for this version of Spider-Man, from the MCU and everything will be golden and go forward. It doesn't work like that because there are so many plots from Far From Home tied into the MCU, like Edith and him being chosen by Tony and all this other stuff. So it's like, what are you going to do? Because you have so much stuff leading into the next story arc that is from the MCU. So how are you going to fix that? What are you going to do? This means that there won't be Happy anymore in the Spider-Man movies. There won't be probably any references to Stark Industries, the Avengers, anything like that, and that just hurts. But I am going to get Spider-Man Far From Home because I love it. So that comes out the first, same day as Dooku Jedi Lost. And then November, the last book I need, not the last book, but the next book, Resistance Reborn, comes out. I can't wait to read that. And then finally, the movie novelization for Rise of Skywalker, and that will be it, and I will be done collecting Star Wars books, I hope. Especially since I discovered that they make Marvel books. I have the Avengers novel. Well, I have the old Spider-Man novel, Spider-Man Wanted Dead and Alive. I didn't know they had made new ones, and then I found the novel for Avengers Endgame. And then my mom and my brother bought me the Captain Marvel novel. And then yesterday my brother's like, oh, by the way, there's a new Loki novel out. I went and picked that one up and I cannot wait. I think that's the one I am most excited to read is the Loki one. I think it's called Mischief Maker or something. Here Lies Mischief. I can't wait to read it. It looks so good. So I've been spending money a little like crazy. I'm really excited because I ordered everything for my Scarlet Witch Bounty outfit. My skirt, my gloves, and the necklace set I got from Amazon. That should be arriving Thursday. The jacket should be here next Tuesday. So I'm really excited to get all these pieces together, try everything on, make sure it fits, and then lay it out. I'm going to run it by my Amazons or Marvel group first to make sure they get what I'm going for, and everything is a-okay with my Bounty outfit. So, yay! I'm super excited to get that. So, pretty boring week. I worked yesterday. Obviously, I'm not working today. I don't work again tomorrow, and then I go on Thursday and Friday, and I was supposed to work for 4 hours Saturday. Evan, the manager, said, oh, we're not going to do that because there's a new girl starting Saturday, and she already knows one of the girls who works at the store. So what I'm going to do is give the one of the girls a 10 to 4 shift so you don't come in, and it says she works 10 to 4, so the new girl and her friend who's already working here can work together, and blah, 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 blah. So I lost my shift Saturday because a new girl. And I love working at the Halloween store. It's awesome, but that is probably one of the major problems of working at a seasonal pop-up store is that I know we do it at the Halloween store. I think Halloween USA will do it too. Is they are still hiring. We are still hiring. And when I worked there in 2017, Mike was still hiring people until the week. Pretty much right up to Halloween. Like, I think he stopped hiring the week before Halloween. So he was still hiring people, still bringing people in, still starting people, like, the week before Halloween. I had a cousin come in. She came in right before, like, 5 days before Halloween. She started. 5 or 6 days before Halloween, she started. She worked through, I think, the day before Halloween, and then she left. That was it. So he brings in all these people, and sometimes they only work for, like, 3 or 4 days. So that's the bad part. And it also is kind of like a lot of the people's attitudes. They know the store is seasonal. They know we're only here for a few weeks, so they obviously don't care. And so it's like, oh, we don't care if we offend customers or la-da-da-da because we're only here for a few weeks, and what are they going to do? It's not like we're going to be here. And I'm like, so it's kind of, it's what makes it fun is it's a very informal environment, a very loose and fun environment. But at the same time, that's also what frustrates me because I'm so used to working in environments that are a lot more rigid and structured. And this one, it's like, so I do like working at the Halloween store. I enjoy working with costumes and makeup, not actually putting on the makeup, but getting people out of their comfort zone and trying new things. I like working with the masks and stuff like that, but this is definitely a reset job for me. I did it the first year. It was a reset job for me. I'm doing it again this year. It's a reset job for me, which means I'm resetting myself and reapplying myself in the new year. So, yay! And I'm still waiting for the packet for my Great Pumpkin Run to come in. So as soon as that comes in, I'm going racing again. Yay, I'm so excited. My last race, which means I will have done 6 races this year. A half marathon, a 6 mile, 3 and 4 5Ks, because this one's also a 5K. So yay for me! And to think, I had never actually even done. I'm doing virtual races. I had stopped like the last time I did anything like this was in high school, and when I did 4 miles for gym. That was the last time I did anything like that, where I was forcing myself to do it to be timed and stuff. And this year I'm like, you know what? I want to try this. And I simply did it because I wanted the R2D2 medal. And now I'm like kind of addicted, and I can't wait for January to do the half marathon again for Star Wars. I'm really excited to see what the 5K series is this year for One Disney. I'm excited to do like another 6 mile bike race this summer. So I'm super excited. I cannot wait to start my running season all over again next year. So I'm going to get going for the day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, it is still Tuesday. I thought I'd give you a quick update on the weather. It was kind of dreary all day, but I was able to get a bike ride in, and I know my glasses are on. But I don't know how well you can tell. My mom got home a little bit ago, and the weather took a turn for worse. We are now under a severe thunderstorm warning till 7:30, and on top of that, we're also under a tornado warning till 7:30 for southern Midland, so not our area specifically. We did have sirens go off a little bit ago, but they stopped the sirens, but we're still under a tornado warning. So right now we are all just kind of sitting here chilling. My phone is charging, my tablet is charging, I've got a backpack, I've got a jacket, my laptop on my bed along with a book, you know, just in case things do get a little hairy and we do have to run to the basement. I have all my essentials, and I have flip-flops in the hallway that I can just slip on and be like, good to go. So yeah, it's really weird because usually at this time of the night, my mom's on the computer, she's watching TV, my brother has like 50 bazillion things on in his room, I'm on my computer, sometimes I'll have something on the old Roku running while I play a game or something, and instead we're all just kind of sitting here, and as my mom says, it's the quiet that she doesn't like before everything. It's just the quiet that gets you. And the sad thing is if you look outside, I don't know how well you guys can see it, it actually looks nice outside. So it actually looks kind of nice outside. It looks like blue sky and pretty clouds, and so I haven't checked the radar lately. I'll probably go check it. But my brother checked the radar and said it looked like the storm was breaking up, so that's always good. The storm was going 40 miles an hour, and then it slowed down to 35, and so now we're just waiting for 7:30 to come here, and as soon as 7:30 comes, we'll probably be like, oh yay, it's over, and we can just go back. So we have like, I don't know, how much time do we have? Shoot, I have nothing I could tell the time with, but I think my brother said we had like a half an hour, and it's been a few minutes, so I think maybe we have like 20 minutes. Ugh, my alarm clock. Okay, we actually have 26 minutes till the warnings go off or they get canceled early, which we're hoping they get canceled early. But I've seen some lightning, I hear thunder, so I'm just hoping it goes away because I kind of want to play SOTAR tonight. I know that's so totally shallow. And before you ask why I have my laptop on my bed, my mom asks me this every time we have to evacuate the apartment, when the fire alarm goes off for no stupid reason, or when there's a tornado warning. I bring my laptop with me because my entire life is on that thing. That is where all my work is for my fan fiction, and I really don't want to lose it. So that's why my laptop comes with me. That has like all my documents, everything on it. So my laptop goes with me in case of an emergency because I can't afford to lose that sucker because of everything that is on it. So yeah, and then I took down some of my itty bitties so I can have like little things, and I grabbed my Loki book just in case. So now it's just sitting and waiting to see what happens, but in all likelihood nothing will happen because I can see the sun. So the storm is probably breaking up and will probably be taken off sooner than later. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and if anything happens major, I will talk to you guys tonight, but probably nothing major will happen. So talk to you guys later. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. So obviously everything is okay, just as I thought. No storm went through. In fact, it's like the sign started and then they went off, so we just kind of hung out here. but we had like everything turned out. My mom was on her tablet and we all had our phones and stuff out, but for the most part, nothing happened. And then like 5 minutes before the warnings were set to expire, it just cut loose. But no tornado. We just had some hail and some sideways rain, lots of wind for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then it just stopped and it was calm the rest of the night. So obviously it was just kind of like, oh hey. And then after that thunderstorm warning went off at 7:30, they issued another one for southeastern Midland County, for till 8:30. So there was like, okay, we're gonna issue another one, but like nothing happened. So everything was okay. Just took some precautions, stuff like that. And I just realized it looks really weird. So everything's okay. However, right now we're not under any watches or anything right now, but I just checked MLive and they are predicting another batch of severe weather coming across the state today. And I just checked the radar and we have some thunderstorms moving in. But that's if they hit us. When we joke about being part of this thing called the Dow bubble, where all these storms like reach us and then just break apart, and so we don't really get anything. It is kind of weird if we get really bad severe weather here in Midland. I don't actually remember that much. I mean, in 5th grade, I remember in 5th grade we had a really bad storm system move through, and we lived out in Mills Township at the time. And one of the reasons it's ingrained in my memory is they said that there was no tornado touchdown. My parents were like, they were pretty sure there was a tornado touchdown. This was like in 1999. And I remember it primarily because we had one of my cousins staying with us that weekend, and she was staying in my room. And she woke me up when it started storming, and she and I were flipping out, and I was freaking out. And we lived in a trailer that wasn't tied down. I went and I grabbed her out of her playpen, and I just held on to her, and I sat there and I waited. And my parents came back and got us, and they took us to the lowest point in our house, which was, we lived in a trailer, and then on the front of it was like this addition, which was the living room. And that was literally the safest place, even though it had like windows on one side, and then the west side was a glass patio door. And we had no clue what was going on. We lived too far out in the country, so we didn't have tornado sirens or anything like that. So my parents were like, we had no power, so we were like, okay, how are we supposed to keep updated? And that Christmas, I begged and I pleaded, and my parents had got me one of those transistor radios. So I actually ran back to my bedroom, which is at the opposite end of the trailer from where the living room was, where we were all staying, and I went back to get my transistor radio out of my drawer where I hid it with my... Weirdly enough, I kept it in my underwear drawer. I don't know why, but I kept it there. Grabbed it out of that drawer, and I ran back to the living room. And it was so windy, and since our trailer really wasn't nailed down anything, our trailer was moving. And it was completely scary, and I ran, and we listened to the radio, and then the storm died away, and I don't think we had power. I want to say we had like no power for almost 4 days. I want to say it wasn't like a holiday weekend or anything, but I actually didn't have school. So the storm was like Saturday into Sunday morning. We went to church Sunday morning, and then my school, which was in the country, because of how bad the storm had hit Midland and all this other stuff, like there were trees down over the road and everything. I missed like that Monday and Tuesday. There was no school because they had no power, and it took them that long to get a generator. So when I went back to school, we had a generator, and that was how we couldn't like use the computers or anything, because the generator was what we had, so we could have like lunch and stuff. So that was insane. And we had that generator, I want to say, for like almost 2 weeks. That's how we had power. So it was very weird. And then the next storm actually happened a few years ago, like the weekend before the Santa parade. This storm moved through, and it just came out of nowhere, was rapid fire, and it was the first time we had actually lost power here at this apartment, and it stayed off. And usually if the power goes off in this area, they bring it back on, because this is a highway area. The Eastman is considered a highway, and there are tons of businesses and offices and stuff like that, so they try to get the power on in this area relatively quick. And that year, that storm, it took them, I want to say we were without power the day the storm happened, the day after the storm happened, and then 2 days later we got our power back. So we were without power for almost 48 hours, which was rare. But I do remember it because the storm came out of nowhere, and we had gone to do laundry that morning because this was when we still drove to go do laundry. We had gone to do laundry at the other end of town, and I distinctly remember taking a picture, posting it on Instagram, and saying something like, it's the perfect day to do laundry because it's so dreary, it's so horrible. And then I get home, I don't feel like doing laundry. The next day I know the storm comes out of nowhere, knocks out our power. We don't have anything. Luckily the Walmart, the stores up on the other side of Eastman have power, so we were able to go there. We had like no flashlights, no lanterns, no anything. So we had to drive in the dark in the storm that was slowly dying away to go get flashlights and lanterns and batteries to power it all. And my mom was like, we're gonna get food that you guys can just have, like, you don't need to refrigerate it. And her thing was she wanted us to have one hot meal a day. So like the next day she took us out to Walmart, and my dad took us out to Walmart, and we got like chicken from the deli and stuff like that so that we would have a hot meal, because that was her thing, because it was November when this happened. So I remember driving back in the dark. The traffic lights weren't working down where we live, and we live on a corner. Traffic lights weren't working, so the police were out with road flares, blocking the traffic, everything like that. And I remember pulling into the parking lot and the maintenance guy coming out to help my mom get the batteries into the flashlights and stuff by the light. There's thunder. By like the light of our car lights. And we had pulled in, and here comes the apartment manager, Shannon, who had been called in, and she was saying, okay, the police don't want anyone to leave unless you absolutely have to. You must stay right now in your apartment. So we couldn't even leave till the next day. So it was interesting. It was kind of fun. You know, like I said, stuff like that doesn't happen that often, but when it does, we kind of make a game out of it. Like when we lived on Waldo, we lost our power for, I want to say, 3, maybe almost 4 days. And it was just a big, huge game. So it was always fun. Like my brother and I love technology, but when we lose power, we're like, cool. It's kind of fun to lose power. So we love it when it's rare when these big storms happen, and sometimes they can be really devastating, but we also kind of enjoy it because it's not something that happens. And my brother and my mom both actually really like storms. So it's interesting. So we're under that threat of storms again today. So yay. And they're moving right now. Like we're supposed to get some between now and 4 o'clock, then it's supposed to die down, and they're supposed to pick up around 8 o'clock tonight. I'm like, yay, whatever. I honestly, at this point, I'm like, yeah, I'll just work around it. So I have like stuff charging. I got my tablet charging. I'm going to put my phone on to charge. I have my phone that I have a flashlight on charging. I'm watching Star Wars Resistance. And I'm just chilling out. I'm getting ready to do some writing. I'm actually going to do my Spanish lesson first, then do writing. So, yay! It's so much fun. So, yeah. I don't know really. There's not really a lot going on this week, actually. Saturday is a Michigan State football game. I'm so happy. It's football season again. Woo! I got my Matthew Stafford jersey on, which I will be wearing Sunday again because it's the Lions home opener. They played their first game this past Sunday. I don't know how, but they tied the game. Like, they had a really good lead. And here's the issue I have mostly with the Lions. They will start off really, really, really strong and be scoring and doing everything right and just be amazing. And then if they do really well and they're ahead and they are just killing it, in the second half of the game, they just kind of like bomb because it's like they almost get really, really cocky and really, really like, oh, we're going to run this and stuff. And that's good. But it's like they get too cocky and then they start making stupid mistakes. And that drives me up a tree because I'm like, you guys are better than this. And we know because like not even 15 minutes ago you were playing better than what you are. So, but they tied with the Cardinals Sunday. And it's like, oh my gosh, they lost the big lead they had. And then it went into OT. And then they tied. So it's like, I just hope they win. It's like, I really hope they win their Thanksgiving game because I'm excited. And we're playing the Bears. We're playing the Bears. In case you're wondering, the only football teams I cheer for in the NFL, I cheer for the Detroit Lions, Avi. And then the other team I like to cheer for is the Baltimore Ravens. Actually. And that's because my mom's sister and her daughters and granddaughter, they live out east in Maryland. So, of course, I'm cheering for the Ravens and the Orioles. And then I also cheer for baseball, the Orioles, the Dodgers, and the Tigers, and the Loons. And then NHL is just straight up Red Wings all the way, basketball, Pistons all the way. It's like, football and baseball are the only ones where I have multiple teams I cheer for. College football, Spartans, 100% green and white forever. And then the only time I will cheer for another team is I will cheer for U of M when they're playing Ohio State, because as a Michiganer, I hate Ohio State. I'm sorry if any of my viewers are from Ohio. I'm sure you guys feel the same way about any school for Michigan, kind of. It's like, I like Ohio. I've been to Ohio when I was little. It's like, Ohio's a great state. I just don't like the Ohio State Buckeyes. Especially during football season. So it's like, oh, those dang Buckeyes. It's like, that's the only thing about Ohio I don't like. And I'm sorry about that. I don't like the Buckeyes. And that is just a part of who I am. And that will probably never change. Even if I move out of state, I will still never like the Ohio State Buckeyes. It's like, and honestly, that's the only time I'm allowed to cheer for the University of Michigan is when they're playing Ohio State, because we want Ohio State to lose. And it's such a bitter pill to swallow as a huge MSU fan. It's like, I don't like U of M, but I like Ohio State even less, so I must cheer for U of M. So that is like a really, really hard bitter pill to swallow. That if I don't like U of M, but I really want them to win over Ohio State. But hey, my Spartans are doing pretty good. They played 2 games, non-Big Ten schools, so they didn't count for the conference, but they won both games, and they won by a lot. So, yay, my Spartans! I'm super excited. I love fall. It's awesome. So, I'm going to get going. I'll probably check in really quickly on Saturday, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye! Yay, it's Saturday! Hi guys, filming my outro, whatever it's called, for the end of the week, so I can hopefully get this posted today. It's Saturday and I had today off and I was gonna sleep in, but it's my mom's birthday and I decided all our towels needed to be washed, so instead of having her come home and have to do the towels this weekend, I did the towels! I still have to fold them. Thank God for Netflix. I'm gonna watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in full towels. Yay! I'm so excited. My brother did the dishes and took out trash, so she doesn't have to worry about any of that, especially since she has to get ready. She's going out of town next week. She's leaving Tuesday, and she'll be gone all day Wednesday, and she's coming home Thursday because she has to go down to Kalamazoo, which is like 2 hours away. So she's gonna be gone for about 2 nights and 3 days, and she's coming home. So, and she has next Friday off, which will be nice. But today was her birthday, and we decided we're going to do some chores for her, and we're going to go to Speedway later and get her both pop and iced tea. We got her a card, and we gave it to her yesterday, and it had a little button that said World's Greatest Mom, so she was excited because she did not have such great news. She had an appointment with her diabetes specialist. I think, not yesterday, I want to say Wednesday or Thursday, she had her appointment with her diabetes specialist. And they told her because her sugar numbers, whatever they are so low in the morning, she has to up her insulin. So now she has to use more insulin. She has to get more every month. So she's not exactly too thrilled about that. It's definitely not fun. And we also got frustrated because since she was already on food restrictions anyway because of a prior allergy, and now she's on even more restrictions because of the diabetes, and so luckily she was already on food restrictions, so it wasn't that big of an adjustment, but now she's getting frustrated because she's trying to find more food that she can eat, and it just seems like there's not a lot of diabetes friendly food out there. Like, I know there is, but it just seems like at a vast majority of grocery stores they don't have a lot. So she found this brand called Feel Good Real Good or something, and on their Facebook page, they advertised all over their Facebook page that, hey, they were available at Kroger's. And we have a Kroger's here, like 15 minutes away from where we live. So less than that, actually. So we got in the car last night and we drove to Kroger to go find this diabetic friendly food. And all they had was 2 types of pizza, pepperoni and supreme. My mom does not like pepperoni, and because of her food restrictions, she cannot have peppers. It's kind of weird. It's like, I love peppers and I love spicy food. It's like, how did I get that? Because my mom can't have spicy food and my dad absolutely detests spicy food. And I'm like, woohoo! Spicy food. I love it. So she was not happy. She was kind of frustrated because she was really kind of hoping and excited to get some of this really nice food and enjoy it, because most of the time she's just like snacking on nuts, and she has Glucerna Shakes and Glucerna Treats. but she doesn't really like regular Cerna shakes because she doesn't like the taste. Excuse me, but she likes the taste of the treats. And if she has food, it's usually like corn or mashed potatoes or chicken. So it's not like she has a lot of variety. So she was really hoping to find some food. So if you guys have any suggestions on like diabetic friendly food out there, put them down below in the comments so I can pass them on to my mom and look them up and do some research, because she's really struggling to find regular food she can eat, and she has to eat regularly. That's the thing, is that she has to have regular meals. And she's struggling because, one, she never had regular meals anyway, and the food in her diet from before made that even harder. And now she has to she's being told you have to have regular meals, and she's kind of finding that hard to do because she's finding it somewhat hard to find food she can eat. Like, she has 2 TV dinners in the freezer that she can't have, so I'm having them. Like, I'm benefit slightly, but yeah. So my mom's frustrated about that. I woke up and I have been frustrated because of the fact that my wallflower is crooked. I'm trying out a plug-in air freshener. I'm frustrated because I told you guys I'm putting together a Scarlet Witch bounty outfit for fun. I'm going to wear it on Halloween, and I can't wait to do it because I like her. She's so cool. And I ordered everything. Everything arrived. The first package arrived Thursday. It had the fingerless gloves and the skirt and the necklace, which was great. I love it. Like, the fingerless gloves have hearts on them, though, so these are the gloves I got. They have hearts. They look close enough. It's just that it's weird that they have hearts on them. The necklace looks amazing. I got it from I got it on Amazon through a cosplay site. It looks absolutely amazing. It's gorgeous. I cannot wait to wear it. The skirt on the leather jacket, and the faux leather jacket came yesterday. It's very cute. I love the color. I can zip it up. I got the biggest size they have, and it fits, but I can't zip it up, which is fine with me because I don't need to zip it up. She doesn't wear hers zipped. But the skirt that took me forever to find because I needed a black skirt with pockets. It's too long. Oh my gosh, it barely fit. It fits barely, but it fits. But the problem is that I forgot that I'm only just a half an inch under 5'3". So anything that says it's like a 50, so it's 50 style, it's supposed to be knee length. Anything that says knee length is not going to be knee length on me. It actually comes down to about here. So this skirt that I got was going to be perfect is actually way too long for what I have in mind. And I'm like, oh, so let me try another skirt I have, because I have a shorter black skirt. I could just use the pockets in the jacket. Tried that last night. The pockets in the jacket do not work because I'd be wearing this at work. And when I'm at work, I wear something with pockets because I stick my cell phone in my pocket so I can have it with me. At any other job, that would be kind of a no-no. At the Halloween store, kind of expected because our boss will call us or text us on our cell phones while we're working. We have a phone in the store, but sometimes he won't call us on the store phone. If he has a question for just one of us, he'll call us. So, yeah. So that's why I need to take this with me when I'm working. It's also how my family keeps in touch with me. And I work at a dining mall. So, put 2 and 2 together. And so I'm like, oh, so I get so frustrated. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to look for a black denim skirt. And I'm just frustrated. I have nearly broke down crying, I want to say like 3 or 4 times over a stupid skirt. Because I'm being so frustrated because they will go like Amazon or some places like plus size, have a black denim skirt, plus size. It's not an actual plus size skirt because the size only goes up to 18. That's not plus size to me. I wear a size 20, 22. And so they're saying, this is a plus size, 18. I'm like, that's not plus size, that's regular. And so I get so frustrated. Or the plus size skirts, the real plus size skirts, are almost $80 to $90. Like, I've seen some upwards of close to $100. I'm trying to figure out why. Why are our skirts so much more expensive than regular size skirts? I get it, it needs more fabric. But it's stupid to charge us more money. I am losing weight. I'm trying to be healthy. The problem is my body shape means that I am always going to be somewhat chubby and chunky. I am not going to be like a stick figure model, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the fact that I'm always going to be a little bit chubby. And I'm always going to be plus size. The problem is that being plus size, I feel like I'm getting punished for that when I go out to buy some really nice clothes because they're all expensive and they're all more than I can afford half the time. So I'm just getting frustrated by that. And I'm like, no, this isn't fair. So I am trying desperately to find a black denim skirt. And at this point, I'm like almost ready to break down and get a skirt. But I don't know how that's going to work because I will be wearing tights with it. Because this is something I will be wearing a lot, and not just for this one outfit. I will be wearing in a ton. So I need to be able to wear tights with it. So I'm like, oh God. I'm just so frustrated and upset. My mom's like, check Women Within. We've had a lot of luck with Women Within. I could not find a single black denim skirt that is like I'm not looking for like an uber short skirt, but like a skirt that comes down to like here, and like a normal person will come down to my legs, to my knees. That is what I'm looking for. I am looking for a somewhat mini skirt in black that is plus size, and I need to have it before Halloween. So I am just so completely frustrated. I am so over it. But I did find a black skirt at Kohl's that comes in my size. That is a black denim skirt with pockets that they have in store at our Kohl's. It's like $12 that I'm about ready to go and get and just say, screw it. I will deal with wearing tights with skirts. I don't like it, but I really don't. I'm running out of options. I am trying one other site. I'm going to try not JC Penney. I might try JC Penney. I don't think they will have it. But I suddenly realized Old Navy, which I used to get a few clothes at Old Navy when I was younger. Maybe Old Navy will have it because they do have some plus sizes. So maybe I'll luck out at Old Navy and find the denim skirt I need. I'm not sure. So wish me good luck with that, guys. Anyway, I'm going to get going. I have towels to fold, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to watch, and a video to hopefully put together and get posted today. So drop a quick comment down below wishing my mom happy birthday, and I'm sending you all lots of love, hugs, and prayers, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.